Hi everybody, how's everybody doing today? Hold on, let me just make sure everything is set up. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Okay. Okay, guys, I'm just getting everything set up because come on, baby. Come on, baby. You watching Wild Kratts? Come on, baby. Robots. Mm-hmm. Robots. Okay. Tell me no. Whatever. Um. Seconds. I'm just trying to figure out how, because now I'm probably going to try to stream from the software instead of online. So, just give me a second, trying to get my videos from the other. And I'm just going to play them off of there until I can. Oops. My bad. I forgot to turn my volume up. I guess I won't be able to do that. Okay, so I'm just going to read. Maybe I'll be able to hear it. I don't know why it's not letting me share. Okay, whatever. We'll figure it out as we go along. So, as you know, June. Okay. So, as you know, June 15th was elderly abuse. Now I can put this back. Hopefully, my kids don't come in here while I'm on here, but not like it really matters, right? I did have the light on, but I just have a headache, so I just didn't want to like directly on me. But anyway, um, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know I haven't been on in a while. There's just a lot going on with the weekend. It was birthdays, and I was supposed to have that event, although it was raining on Saturday here in Texas. So in San Antonio. So we rescheduled it for July. So I guess that's kind of a plus thing. Gives me a little bit better because to have more information to pass out, I didn't quite have enough anyway, or I felt like I wasn't going to have enough. But I mean, something would have been better than nothing, right? So again, so um, holy cow. So let me change. Okay. So, anywho, so Sky. Oh, is it? Okay. That TV was loud. Apparently, my kids are deaf. Deaf, not deaf, but deaf. Okay. Anyway, so before we start, I am gonna just read off to you. I'm just seeing and making sure it's not playing in the background. Lord Jesus. Why? Okay. So let me see. Let me just go to the text. I think I have it here. Okay, under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Also, all people are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. And I am expressing my first opinion, my First Amendment right to express my opinions, to express myself. So, okay, anyway, got that out of the way. I always want to make sure I try covering that. I'll add it into the video later in the description and we'll go on from there. Okay, so today, as you may know, June 15th was Elderly Abuse Awareness Day. And so just a few days ago, there was a big wasp. Holy cow! Was that a wasp or a bee? Um. Anyways, there was a incident that happened within the last week. Kind of want to go over it and share it with you guys, but before I do, we're just gonna kind of go over some statistics that have been going on real quick. So it looks like, according to the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, so DFPS, this is just in Texas. This is not world. I mean, this is not the United States or anything. This just I just did it for Texas. Um, it was reported over 83,000 cases of elder abuse. This was a rise from 2020. This is from 2023 statistics. So in 2022, it was a rise from 2022. There were over 105,000 reports of abuse, neglect, and exploitation of elderly and disabled adults in Texas. Of these in 2022, 80% were involved in neglect, 10% involved in physical abuse, and 5% involved in financial exploitation. However, self neglect is one of the most frequent reported issues with an average of 73,000 cases annually. So, again, this just kind of shows that some of these cases may not get reported. However, um, that is still extremely a lot. Unreporting statistics like underestimate the actual number of victims as many cases go unreported. So imagine these are just the reported ones. These are not the unreported ones. Obviously, we're not going to know how many are going unreported. Difficult to recognize elder abuse can be hard to detect as victims may hide the signs or perpetrators are often trusted individuals. So these are just like the challenges of reporting. Signs of abuse. This may include physical injuries, emotional distress, or financial exploitation. Reporting suspected abuse. If you suspect elder abuse, report it to the Texas Abuse Hotline at 1-800-252-5400 or visit the txabusehotline.org. For concerns in nursing homes or assisted living facilities, you can also contact the Department of Health and Human Services at 1-800-458-9858. Um, so remember, there are different types of elder abuse. Elder abuse there's several, there's actually more than this, but the main ones are physical or sexual abuse, which is involved causing physical or unwanted sexual contact, physical harm or unwanted sexual contact. Neglect, failure to provide necessary care, including medical services, including potential harm or pain. Exploitation, illegally or improperly using an elder person's resources for personal benefit, often financially. Abandonment, deserting an elder abuse in need of care. And self neglect, when an individual is unable to perform basic self care, often due to lack of resources or intervention, which means they probably have very limited family members or friends. Um, Financially, they're not able to have a caregiver or anything like that, or be able to afford a nursing home. So, unfortunately, um, these type of cases are just meant for the elderly to take care of themselves, in which sometimes they're not capable of doing that. So, let's see. Anybody? Well, okay. So, as we're gonna go into this case, just remember that this trigger warning. If you do have experienced this in the past, if it does touch you, please, you're more than welcome to turn it off, go to somebody else's channel, or just support, and you don't have to view the story. But if you go to streamlabs.com /dish and tea with D, it should be in the description of the video. Please go there. That is where you can go and you can view the current live that I'm on. You can view all my other social media platforms, and we are able to donate from there. We are looking for donations so that way we can continue to do this event in July. Sorry, the planes here in San Antonio have been very active since this whole Iran and Israel thing. I mean, Iran and um, why am I drawing a blank? But you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, because my mind's not really like my mind's like everywhere right now because I have not only this, but I'm also a travel planner. So I have like this whole trip that I got to plan for next year for somebody too. So that's also why you haven't been seeing me on here. I have been doing a little bit of work since I do own a nonprofit organization. I don't get paid for all the nice things I do for people. So I still got to work and have a job. So, okay. So, but please go to the Streamlabs, and also with the Streamlabs, you can donate there, help us out, help abused members get into safe locations, and get them to safety, get them the resources to stay safe while venturing through the rest of their life. Um, Also, I do have the store open now, so there is the store. So maybe we'll kind of view that at the end of the video. Maybe I'll walk you through it and show you some of the items. Again, I haven't been able to kind of go in and look at the pricing, see if I can kind of knock some of the prices down a little bit. But again, we are looking to it's more to raise funds for the organization. It is all Vivid Lifestyles right now. What do you call it? Products. So it's all based on Vivid Lifestyles, which is the organization. Pretty soon, once I get Edition T with D kind of logo, then I will put that up and we will start selling Edition T with D merchandise. And that also, all that money that is coming in from the stores from both Dish and Tea and from the Vivid Lifestyles will all go to the organization. So no matter what I do on here, it is all going to the organization. Um, it would never be anything for personal value. I'm not gonna be on here asking for rent or for doggy issues or anything like that. Everything I am doing on here is for the organization. So yes, I do other stories too, but it's just public interest at that point. So anyway, God, here's another plane. Okay, so let's kind of I'm gonna read up one article, and this is here in here San Antonio. So news summary: a caregiver in Bexar County. Hi, rest in peace. Oh no, I don't. Okay, I'm in Albuquerque. We need to link up so I can spread the word. Oh, so you're not too far. Okay, well, how's Albuquerque treating you then? That's it's a pretty place there. I just don't know what exactly is in Albuquerque to visit besides I don't know. What is in Albuquerque? Okay. But thank you for being here. Rest in peace. I have been looking at some of your videos. Been liking. I've been in the bushes, but I have been kind of busy, 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 busy. Like I said, weekends are not the best for me with having to visit the family, taking the kids to visit grandma and grandpa and things like that. So, you know how that goes. And then working on the trip that I have to make. I got to live. So, but yeah, we are doing good over here. Hopefully, everything is good with you. We'll eventually link up again and talk um, off, off, off camera. So, but uh, back to the article. It says a caregiver in Bexar County has been charged with elderly abuse after video evidence arose showing her mistreating a 91-year-old dementia patient. Belinda Garza Eddy, I believe they spell. I think she has an E in her name. I mean an A, I think, in that name. But anyway, 54 was employed by Senior Buddies, where surveillance footage caught her forcing food and striking the patient. Following a family complaint to the sheriff's office, Garza Eddy was formally charged after an investigation revealed the sheriff's revealed alarming details about caregivers' practices. The incident raises significant concerns about elder care and safety standards in the community. Duh. And it is not even, oh, okay. And it's not even just, I mean, you would think these kind of places would go, they have like their minimal standards, which is everybody's basic minimal standards. You don't do that to elderly, but then they even have like a code of conduct to where a code of ethics to where they should be held above the average person, and so that is just crazy. But I think anybody who pretty much has like an elderly or a child's life in in their care or on their property or anything, like, I mean, geez, you should be responsible for that person. Anyway, it says charge. Okay, following the family complaint to the sheriff's office, Garza Eddy was formally charged after an investigation revealed alarming details about the caregiver practices. The incident raises significant concerns about the elder care and safety standards in the community. Bexar County home health aides charged with elder abuse. A home health aide in Bexar County has been charged with elderly abuse after disturbing video surfaced implicating her in the mistreatment of a 91-year-old patient suffering from late stage dementia. The accused caregiver, Belinda Garza Eddy, age 54, was employed by Senior Buddies, a private home healthcare company serving the San Antonio area. Allegations now stem from a video recorded by an in home surveillance camera that allegedly shows Garza Eddy force feeding the elderly victim in a painful manner and striking her across the face. So basically, she slapped her. Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar reported that Garza Eddy was fully aware of the surveillance camera in the residence at the time she exhibited her abusive behavior. The troubling footage prompted the victim's family to take immediate action as they reviewed the recordings and subsequently contacted management at Senior Buddies. I'm going to let you know. More than likely, they're not going to report it and they're going to try to handle it internally. Just kind of speaking from experience. I worked in the medical field. I may have done, I'm not a nurse, I'm not anything like that, but trust me, you don't have to be to know what goes on in the facilities. You don't. I mean, you could just, yeah. There's lots of ways that you can tell that the place that you're work a medical facility is not the best. I mean, and you can, from the billing to the coding to paperwork to, you know, yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy industry, and I'm glad right now that I'm taking a break from it because Lord Jesus, it messes with your mental capacity. Um, let's see. Hey, Temper. What is Zago Temper? What are we doing? I thought I changed this. I don't know what Zago is. What is Zago? I'm gonna have to text you. What the heck is Zago? But I don't know what's. Let me message you so I know what Zago is. Where's my? Where the heck are my apps? Duh, right there. In front of my face. Ugh, autocorrect. I hate it. Okay. So let's go on. Investigation into alleged. Okay. Following, it says, although the company initially. Although the company initially indicated they would address the matter internally without notifying law enforcement, the family's concerns grew when they felt the response was inadequate. Good for you. Good for you. They escalated the situation by reaching out to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office, when launched an investigation to the alleged abuse. Following the investigation, formal charges against Garza Eddy were filed. The sheriff's office has also reached out to authorities regarding the case, indicating potential broader implications for elder care standards. So, in light of the incident, Sheriff Salazar described the situation as deeply troubling and has encouraged community members to remain vigilant about possible cases of elder abuse, particularly those involving caregivers or the Senior Buddies Company. He has urged anyone with additional information or suspicion regarding elder abuse to contact Bexar County Sheriff's Office at 210 335 6000. Again, that number is 210 335 6000. So this is a little background on the Senior Buddies. Again, okay. So we're just trying to get this fixed because I don't want people to keep getting time out. First, it was too many little, what do you call them, emojis, and then I thought I got that fixed. I thought y'all can at least do 10 of them, but um, I think it was 10. Now I think I upped it to 10 because I think before it was like 3 or 5 or something like that. So I did up it to 10. So I think that should be enough emojis for everybody. Um, again, other than that, I'm working on it, guys. Like all this other back behind the scenes and all these security levels, I'm just trying to figure out, and I'm probably gonna have to go back and redo some of them because again, it doesn't look like it was for emojis. It looks like it was for something else, and although I don't know what that is, I'll probably have to Google it later and look it up. But again, we learn as we go. Okay, guys. I don't got time to watch videos over and over to figure out how this is going. But um, I don't know. I will Google. I will Google. Let me get. I'm curious. See, I'm one of those like you can't. I'm gonna have to do some research. Like, see, this is like the ADHD in me, right? And it's free tool that turns your normal text into creepy, scary, or Halloween styles. Simply enter your box. What is a Zago? Zago is an internet legend of creepypasta characters associated with chaos, insanity, and the destruction of the world. It is often depicted as a monstrous entity known as he would. This doesn't explain creepypasta villain. This explains Zago to me. Okay, Zago text was probably more closer to what I was probably thinking about. Simply enter. Zago is an ominous being who has the ability to induce insanity, death, and total Sango text is a type of text generated by excessively adding diacritical marks in the form of Unicode, combining characters to letters in a string of digited text, often used in horror or creepypasta internet memes. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up, guys. This is kind of giving me, throwing me. Okay. Okay. Oh, Lordy. If it ain't one thing, it's another, right, guys? Okay. Um, Let me close that out because now it's okay. So, anyways, again, challenges of reporting. I think we're on the caregiver. The okay. So, background on senior. Let's get back into topic. So, background on the senior. Guys. So, okay. Senior Buddies has been operational since 2009, focusing on providing in home elder care to residents of San Antonio surrounding areas. The company has established a presence in the community as a provider of healthcare services specifically targeting elderly individuals in need of assistance. However, the recent allegations have raised significant questions about the safety and oversight associated with the caregiver practices within the organization. As of the latest report, Senior Buddies has not yet issued a public statement regarding the incident involving Garza Eddy. The outcome of the investigation and subsequent actions taken against the caregiver remains crucial for the family involved and others who may rely on in home care services. So, yeah, this isn't good. So, since I'm in the bushes listening, I won't comment because I'm timed out. Okay. Okay, we'll figure it out, Temper. We will. We'll eventually, hopefully, I can get something that's steady and I'm not going back between different programs trying to do live because there's certain things I like on one and certain things I like on another. And then it's just like I wish I could just kind of mesh the two. But it is what it is, right? Okay. So let me close that out. See if I can share. I forgot which one I need to be in order to share my. I think it's this one.